Okay, let's go. Okay, wait, brother. Okay, 1, 2, 3. No, you go after me. Okay, let's try again. Okay. You must listen to me.
Yeah, I think it's very important for us to have these discussions, particularly within our own, in the context of creed or race. However, it's not happening. I don't know why it's not happening or why is it not accessible to our people. But I think it's very important in order for us to basically know ourselves, know our history, where we come from.
If I think of how I was raised and when I asked, questions to my grandparents, whatever, a lot of the times they were unwilling to talk about it because of pain and because of all the hurt and the injustices that our ancestors have been through. But I think it's so important to initiate those conversations and learn about where you come from.
When I speak about my religion, there is no such thing as a race in religion. There's only mankind. There's only human beings that the Creator created. So there is no such thing as a race. But as the apartheid era happened, our government actually put us into race and brainwashed us with the understanding to say that you are black, you are Indian, you are Cape Malay, you are white, and all of these things. So we grew up with the understanding that we have been put into a classification of a race era.
If you subscribe to a dominant South African religion, whether that be Christianity, Islam, whatever it may be, if you subscribe to a religion that is reflected in South Africa's, national conversation, come across the line. Next one, cross the line if you or your family benefited from apartheid.
Also, what we're currently facing in a new democratic dispensation, one would suggest the media. In fact, the media is of such a nature that the narrative it's putting out there, it's totally to divide our people. So factors would be the media mainly.
And I asked the question of if you feel that colored people are excluded from the economy. I remember everyone crossed the line. So that is something that we must also grapple with, because the economy is also a system. The economy is also a system that is excluding us, that is throwing us in that barrel that we said, that is actively not allowing us to own our economy, create our own means of income, create jobs, own our land, etc., etc. And that's something that we must also grapple with.
What is a concern to me is when you speak to any black person in his black community, he is of the simple view if there's a problem within that community and one person identifies the problem, his brother next to him is not going to ask what you're going to do about the problem. When he moves and motivates and he starts to drive that process, everybody supports him without question. You understand? But for us, as a colored community, as I must put it and phrase it in that sense, we talk to our culture is gone with this generation.
I think it's so important to have the intra-group conversation first, because there is a lot of diversity within different communities, and the way the single narratives are articulated, especially in media platforms, whether Facebook or newspapers or online newspapers, is very damaging to building unity and clarity about our own personal narratives. So that we can move away from kind of the binary thinking, as one of my colleagues say often, like it's this or that, but there's so much more diverse perspectives and lived experiences held within intra-group settings. And so I think it's vitally important that we have these smaller dialogues intra-group before we go into the multiracial spaces, so that we can understand what's happening, what are our questions.